Imagine a day where pure science has practical answers for your business. Imagine a place where opportunities for new business are everywhere. Imagine the job made easier and more profitable. Imagine InstaCure Plus from Tennant Company. Tennant Company, the world leader in cleaning solutions, presents InstaCure Plus, the high-performance floor coating solution created to reduce your labor and chemical costs. In commercial environments, InstaCure Plus saves time and money by eliminating the need to strip, recoat, and burnish. As a part of Tennant's Eco-Advantage family of floor coatings, InstaCure Plus returns the floor to service 10 times faster than industrial epoxies and urethanes. InstaCure Plus is as durable as urethane and twice as durable as epoxy. Its low odor meets stringent California VOC standards, and it is light stable. InstaCure Plus can be used to coat bare concrete, terrazzo, sheet vinyl, unglazed tile, and VCT. InstaCure Plus is environmentally friendly, and it cures instantly. Available soon in clear, white, and gray with gloss finish, InstaCure Plus will enhance your image and reduce your labor costs. Tennant has prepared this brief training video so you can start taking advantage of this tough, fast, and versatile new floor coating. Let's get started with the application training. Sweep and scrub all floors. For bare concrete floors, acid etch or diamond grind the floor. For Eco UVC, coating can be applied to concrete. For surfaces other than concrete, strip all of the old finish. Be sure to completely remove all of the old material and follow the proper recommended stripping technique. Sand all areas of the floor to be coated. Use a swing buffer to abrade flooring, using 100 grit screens or sandpaper. Wet sand with screens if dust control is a concern. Use a palm sander for the edges and detail areas. Completely sweep and scrub the area to remove the sanding dust. Detergent scrub and clean water rinse the floor and allow it to dry. Make sure that small channels and gaps in tiles or floor sections are completely dry before applying Eco UVC coatings. After the floor is dry, tack rag entire surface using microfiber materials. Check for dust by wiping your hand over the floor. Tack rag again if necessary. Remember, you're preparing the floor to withstand many years of service. Starting with a clean, properly prepared surface goes a long way to ensure a lasting, high-quality result. Measure the square footage of all areas to be coated. Use a measuring wheel or laser rangefinder to verify the square footage. Ensure you have material to achieve a coverage rate of 500 square feet per gallon. Closely follow product bulletin. Plan each installation carefully before coating. Each job site will have unique situations to consider. Plan your curing process to ensure that outlets are within reach. Note that each time machine is unplugged, there is a restart delay. Roll unplugged machine over areas of concern, checking for elevation changes like ramps or uneven floors before coating to ensure machine does not drag or hit the floor. Practice how to handle the extension cord during curing. You want to make sure it never touches any uncured part of the floor. Note ahead of time if the handheld unit will be required, so it is warmed up and ready to go when needed. Tape off logical sections of the floor if you plan to roll and cure it in sections. Use tile lines, transition strips, and other logical sight lines for masking guides. Clear an area to be used as a mixing station. Adjacent to the floor you'll be coating, lay down a sheet of poly about 8 by 8 feet. Tape the edges down and then cover it with a layer of paper. This will protect the floor in the mixing area from spills and drips. Lay out your application tools. You will need a Tennant product bulletin which explains the proper handling, mixing, application, and curing techniques for InstaCure Plus Eco UVC. Refer back to the bulletin periodically to ensure you are always following the proper procedures. A slow-speed power drill with a Jiffy mixer attached. Pro-style paint roller assembly that provides support on both ends of the roller. Shed-resistant 3/8-inch nap rollers. 6-foot threaded handles. 2-inch masking tape for thresholds, transition strips, and for laying out stop points if you are rolling and curing a larger area in sections. 2 and 4-inch brushes and a couple of 3/8-inch nap whiz rollers for cutting in edges and small detail areas. 4-inch scrapers. A box of shop rags and lint-free cotton rags. Microfiber tack rag. A covered paint tray such as Wooster's Wide Boy paint tray. An InstaCure Plus UV light curing machine. The curing unit comes with a 50-foot power cord with a proprietary connector. You can add an extension cord that should be at least 14.3 and not longer than 50 additional feet. An optional handheld curing unit. Tape the roller covers and remove to reduce any roller lint that may be left on the floor. If coating during the daytime, have enough black poly to cover windows and doors in the area to be coated. Remember, Eco UVC cures with ultraviolet light, and exposure to daylight can cause the product to cure as it is being applied. Always eliminate UV light in the area to be coated by blocking windows and doors. And always wear proper safety equipment. Eye protection from mixing. Gloves. Protective eyewear with side shields approved for eliminating 100% of harmful UV rays must be worn during the curing stage. And any other personal protective equipment and public safety equipment or signage as may be required by local laws. Mix only as much InstaCure Plus as you can use in 20 minutes. Follow mixing instructions on the product bulletin carefully. For the High Gloss Eco UVC, open Part A and pre-mix with the Jiffy mixer. Mix for 3 minutes to ensure Part A is properly blended. Add Part B and mix for 3 more minutes. InstaCure Plus is now ready for application. Closely follow the product bulletin for proper application technique. Always keep your supply of mixed InstaCure Plus as close to you as possible in order to reduce the possibility of drips. Be careful not to let the product drip onto the floor. If it does, roll out any drips immediately. Cut in the floor edges with brushes and roll with a whiz roller. Start rolling out the main floor in small 8x8 foot sections by dipping the roller and rolling off any excess material in your pan. Start in the center of an 8x8 foot area and evenly roll out 2 paths, left to right and right to left. Then dip the roller, roll off any excess and roll out 2 more paths, left to right and right to left. Once you have completely applied InstaCure Plus left to right in your 8x8 work area, use long front-to-back rolling strokes in the area, smoothing out the product, making sure there are no missed spots and coverage is even. Finally, finish roll that area by rolling all the way straight in and out, picking up the roller, moving over and rolling straight in and out. Continue until the entire 8x8 area is finished, then move on to another 8x8 foot section. Be sure to remove all of your masking tape as you are rolling. Once you have rolled past the masking tape, you may not be able to get back to it until after the floor is cured. The masking tape will then be cured into your work. It's important to keep track of your first gallon's coverage, making certain that you are getting 500 square feet of coverage. With a little practice and experience, you will quickly be getting great results with InstaCure Plus. It puts down a finish that lasts for years. Never buy another burnisher, and no more finishing and stripping. Reducing chemical usage makes your operation greener. Your labor and training costs will be reduced with its fast and easy application process, making you more productive and more profitable. Allow 8 minutes after applying before starting to cure. This gives the product time to level out, reducing out any orange peel texture left over from the rolling. While the coating is relaxing, set up the InstaCure Plus UV curing machine. Set it up in an area far enough away from the wet floor so it doesn't cure any of the coating. Adjust the side shield height between 1/4 and 1/2 inch off the ground. Before plugging the machine in, make sure everyone in the curing area is wearing approved UV eye protection. Plug the machine in and allow it to warm up for 5 minutes. Be sure to move the machine around during the warm-up so the UV light doesn't damage the flooring underneath it. InstaCure Plus cures instantly, and floors return to service 10 times faster than with other coatings. It uses high-intensity ultraviolet light to cure the freshly coated floor as quickly as you can walk. It's best to start curing by using an assistant to manage the extension cord while another person handles the InstaCure Plus machine. Here is where planning pays off. Start curing by pushing the machine in front of you at a slow walking speed. Use walls and sightlines to create straight curing paths and work all the way up to the walls and edges. Be sure to turn on the side light, which overhangs the leading edge or wet side of the curing machine. When you reach a wall, pause for 3 seconds before pulling the machine back. Always be careful to keep the wheels and extension cord from coming in contact with the uncured parts of the floor. Follow your plan for special areas and elevation changes. It is okay to overlap each curing path. This ensures that the entire area is getting cured. Be sure to go all the way around columns. If necessary, use the handheld curing unit for hard-to-reach spots. You only need to go over the floor once. 1 coat of InstaCure Plus and 1 curing pass makes the floor ready for use. When the floor is completely cured, clean up the mixing area, dispose of all waste properly, and take down any light-blocking plastic and tape you may have needed. You have just seen how easy it is to get a job done quickly, start to finish and ready to use in just a few hours. Just imagine what InstaCure Plus means to you and your business. No more stripping and reapplying floor finish. That means reduced costs on both labor and chemicals. Never buy another burnisher. And facilities can remain in operation because there are only a few hours of downtime. Because InstaCure Plus cures instantly, spaces like elevators, constant use hallways, prime retail, and other floors that just can't be shut down for a day to coat are all new sales opportunities. InstaCure Plus is part of Tennant's Eco Advantage family. Eco Advantage means a floor care system that's low odor, VOC compliant, user and environmentally friendly. Tennant Company is committed to clean and green solutions that provide superior cleaning results while reducing environmental impact. Combining Tennant ECH2O floor scrubbers and InstaCure Plus gives you an easy-to-maintain floor finish that always looks great and is eco-friendly. InstaCure Plus will let you get in and out in just a few hours. InstaCure Plus, the innovative quick cure coating technology brought to you by Tennant Company. InstaCure Plus, available soon from Tennant Coatings, for first impressions that last.